This is heat 1 of 1 of the women's 5,000 meter run.
And we're off with the women's 5,000 meter run.
Jen Lutz of Battle Road is your top seed in this race. We also have Jordan Nayland of Bergen Elite, Kristen Veit unattached, Sophie Long unattached, Emily Treitz of SJ Reds, Jordan Silva from Battle Road, Jenna Castro of GBTC, Shannon Lamar of GBTC, Lucia Koenig-Zeisler unattached, and Autumn Graham.
The top seed, Jen Lutz from Battle Road, leading the way through 200 meters, reached in about 42 seconds.
Times in this race ranging from 17:39 to 18:50.
400 meters passes for Lutz, and the three people chasing her in just under 84 seconds, 1 minute 23 and change. Lutz followed closely by Nayland.
Tight pack of 4 up the front.
Yeah, Sophie Long in third place and Kristen Veit.
Followed by Long and followed by Veit. Those are the top 4 seeds, and you could throw a blanket over the 4 of them right now as they approach 11 laps to go. And there's a gap to 5th.
And we have a strung out chase pack of 4 with or 4 or 5 all in a row.
Yeah, I think it's tempting to want to run off of someone's shoulder, but you want to be careful that you're not running too much extra distance on the curbs.
Yeah, we have in our lead pack, they're a bit bunched up, while in our chase pack, they are evenly in lane 1. Normally when it's bunched up, it kind of means, you know, some of the people are feeling quite
800
comfortable.
meters passes 2 minutes 48. Continuing on that 84-second lap pace. Lutz continuing to lead from Nayland. Long and Veit right there. I mean, right there. They come around.
First kilometer.
10 to go. This is 1K, 1 kilometer. 2 minutes 31.
Puts them just
About
outside
17:35 for the whole thing. Chase group low 340s. Just put them in the 1820s, 1830s range. Entire race.
Yeah, running 2x2 in the lead pack.
That is an interesting strategy.
1,200 meters, 4 minutes 13.
It makes me think that they really
Last
feel
lap
comfortable,
was about
but nobody wants to
85
take over the
seconds.
lead.
Slowing just
Yeah,
a hair.
I really hope nobody gets tripped up. Personally, I get pretty claustrophobic in races, so
Yeah,
I
when
prefer
it's
to
that
be
bunched
out
up,
in front.
when it's that bunched up, if I would either just tuck in, be right behind the whole pack, or make a move. You know, it's interesting that they're all multiple runners seem like they're ready to go around.
And the bunch persists. 9 to go.
think there could
Trice
also
from
be
SG Red leads the
some
Chasers.
mental tactics
He
going
has a
on,
gap
trying to
over
key off
6th place
a
and beyond.
particular runner,
He has
not
nine to
wanting
go.
to go too far ahead of the top seed.
That's true.
Lutz commands respect from her competitors.
That she does. Nobody
wants to
is
go
going
around
around her. She is leading a lot of this race. So far, the whole thing.
4 laps, 1,600 meters, 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Another 85. Seem to have settled into that groove for now. Trice was in the low to mid 550s, chasing her just under 6 minutes, 4 laps. Technically not a mile, but close enough. 1,600 meters. And the lead group has 8 to go.
How do you mentally chunk up a 5,000 meter race?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Like, personally, I probably, when I'm racing it, I would just try to not think about it at all until it starts hurting. Like the first half of the race, you try to just zone out. You're right? You zone out, stick on the person in front of you, hopefully, if you have someone in front of you, and hopefully you're able to just click off whatever time you're trying to hit.
Do you think the first half should still feel pretty
702,
not easy, but
703?
you know, within yourself?
Yeah,
Or-
if you're not feeling within yourself in that first half, it's going to be a rough second half.
Okay.
But it could still
That was like
feel
84,
fast.
85.
It definitely can feel fast that first half. Oh, it looks like, I think I just saw
Just over
Jen Lutz look at her
17:30
watch.
pace.
My,
2,000 meters.
Well, she's running those 3.5 minute Ks like a metronome.
that's true.
The bunch
It seems
is
like
a little bit more
the
of a
entire
line
front
now up
pack
front. Not
is
quite so bunched up.
very happy just staying right there.
Same 4 people though. The top seed, the second seed, the third seed, the fourth seed, in that order.
They're more than halfway through this race now, I believe. I am wrong. I am a lap off. Halfway will be in about 300 meters. I miscounted the laps. Fortunately, I now see they just hit 7 to go.
Yeah, it appears our cameraman is also zoning out for the first half. of the
Yep,
race.
that's the strategy.
got a 10K coming up.
Yeah, the 10K you really got to zone out for the first half of that race. Unless you're in the lead, and then you gotta stay focused on your splits.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with the physiological differences
2,400 meters,
between
6 laps, 8,
the 5K and the
28,
10K.
829, just under 829.
you,
That is 85 and change. The pace might be slipping just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit.
you'd expect to be hurting much earlier in the 5K, or at least maybe you can hold that.
Here comes the halfway
pace
That's
point.
true.
Lead
Yeah,
group.
I mean it's a faster
8
race.
minutes
Half the
50.
distance. This
That
5K
is
compared to a
about
10K.
1740 pace for the whole thing. They are more than halfway there.
You sometimes see athletes closing the second half of a 10K if they're feeling good, close to their 5K fitness.
That is true. I know many runners
6 to
who
go. Will any of these other runners take the lead?
will run
We'll
a
find out.
second half of a 10K faster than they've raced a 5K that season.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that first half of the 10K can be like a good warm-up to get your body
Yeah,
running efficiently.
that's very true. But in this 5K, it's a little bit faster the whole way, a little bit more demanding, shorter race, but more demanding for that shorter time. So definitely a different sort of, you don't feel as comfortable at any point. The first half of the 10K you should be pretty comfortable. First half of the 5K you should be probably a little less comfortable.
Yeah, I feel like if you're trying to PR,
Seven
really
laps,
trying to get the
9:54.
best out of yourself in the 5K, you got to be on edge the whole
Yeah,
time.
you're checking yourself every moment of the race. How am I feeling? How am I feeling? Can I still do this pace?
Lutz, Nayland, Veit.
Looks like we have the front pack of 3 is now only 3 instead of 4.
Yeah, the top 3 runners have separated themselves with Lutz, Nayland, and Veit.
The top 3 approaching 3,000 meters, 5 to go. 10:37, 10:38. That is pretty much directly on 17:40 pace for the whole thing.
And as I said in the men's
That lead
race,
group is now
5 to
shrunk
go is
3.
a tough place to be. It's still quite a bit left, but you are likely hurting quite a bit at this point.
Yeah, well, we'll be watching now to see if any of these runners in
Lutz
the lead
has led
pack
from the gun. She
feel
is
like
the top seed.
breaking out now, making a move to
From
get some
Battle
separation.
Road, the host club for this event, that would like to have your safety pins back after your race is over, by the way. And here they come, approaching 8 laps, 11 minutes, 20 seconds. That is 5:40 pace on the nose, 85-second laps. Relatively easy math.
They're approaching a mile to go.
Lutz continuing to lead from Nayland. Nayland has been on her shoulder from the jump. And they now have 4 to go.
It's like it looked like for a second Nayland was maybe going to go around Lutz, but
Yeah.
she tucked right back in. Lutz still in the lead.
Still waiting to see a definitive move from our leaders.
Someone's going to make a move at some point. Someone, at least within the last lap. We'll see if they make a move any earlier. And Lutz has been
9
leading so
laps,
far from the gun.
12:46. That's an 86-second lap. It needs to be Lutz, Nayland, Veit.
It looks like they are starting to have some separation on number 3.
Yeah, sometimes the 5K is it's a war of attrition.
Yeah, and Lutz has just been clicking them off and slowly dropping for competitors.
Yeah, you gotta try as best you can to hang with the pace until you can't anymore.
3 to go for the leader, who continues to be Lutz.
Yeah, quite the resume.
And it looks like she is starting to pull ahead from second place too. Looks like that move we were talking about is happening now. Just slowly pulling away. Separation between 1, 2, and 3 now. Although 2 is only maybe 5 meters behind,
Leaders
maybe
are
even less,
approaching
4
10 laps,
meters.
which is 4,000 meters, which is 80% of this race in the bag. 14:11.
1K to go.
Yeah, Jordan Nayland in second place.
Keeping
is
on
not
to
out of
about
it
that
quite
low
yet,
1740s kind of pace.
When training for a
Jen
5K,
Lutz
often
still being chased by Jordan Nayland.
runners do
Veit has fallen
1Ks
off a bit.
at
Still in third, though.
5K
Comfortably in third.
pace, so having 1K to go is something that they've probably done in practice.
Yeah, this feels familiar.
Lutz passes
maybe
by the family
running
cheering
a
section, and she
kilometer
is still leading.
when you're tired,
Yeah,
trying to maintain your form, maintain your pace through.
but it looks like our second place runner didn't quite get dropped. Latched right back on to Lutz with 2 to
2
go.
to go. This race is not over up front. 14:54.55 with 2 laps to go.
lot of distance runners especially are just obsessed with their fitness and how much volume are they doing and how fast are their workout splits, but you gotta have tactics too to race.
That is very true.
You gotta have that situational awareness.
Yeah, you gotta know where your competitors are, when to take the lead, when to latch on. And it looks like Lutz keeps on, once again, has made a little bit of a gap.
15:36, that's an 85.
But
for Lutz, that's been
it's not growing yet.
So
Lutz has been very
laps.
consistent. And just, it's not that she's necessarily picked it up, it's just that everyone else can't keep up. Although it does look like she maybe picked it up
500 meters to go.
About 600 to go. It is hard to say.
90% done with this thing.
Yeah,
but she has started to.
Followed by Nayland.
Yeah, it looks like her stride length opened, and she has started to drop her second place competitor.
At the bell, reach 16:20. Jen Lutz. Maybe 1.5 seconds back to second place. Nayland.
So far, Lutz has had it from the gun. And at this rate, looks like she will lead perhaps the entire race.
Back straightaway of her final lap, this women's 5K from the host Battle Road Track Club. Hoping to take this women's 5K. 12 laps, 4,800 meters, 17 minutes on the dot. That is, by the way, 85-second laps. Just saying.
Lutz has been extremely consistent, running 85 a lap.
The race is still not over. About 100 meters to go. Jordan Nayland, who has been in second the entire time, has not given up. Into the final stretch.
Here comes our final kick.
Followed by Veit.
And Jen Lutz wire to wire.
Lutz with a little bit of energy, gun to wire. She will win this race. Unofficially 17:41. Nayland in the 17:43, 17:44 range. Veit comes in just under 17:50 unofficially.
Yes, Sophie! Let's go! Yeah! Come on, Sophie!
And Long,
Here comes
the other member of the lead pack of four.
Sophie Long.
Coming in about 18:10.
From SJ Reds, coming in now towards the finish.
Fifth place finisher and fifth place runner throughout most of this race, if not all of it. Trites from SJ Reds. Unofficially just under 18:45.
And we have Shannon Lamar from Greater Boston and Jordan Silva from Battle Road. This is Kaylee Hill. She will have one lap to go still when she passes the finish line. But Autumn Graham and Jenna Castro are coming in.
And our finishers continue to stream in this women's 5K. Next race on the track will be the 1500. We'd like to make a first call for the 200-meter dash. Athletes in that event should check in, if they haven't done so already, at the Red New Balance pop-up tent to get their hip number, which goes on the right. Again, athletes, as you finish your race, or races, this afternoon, this evening, if you're done with those safety pins, we could sure use them in the press box. Just bring them right back.
pretty deep. At least the first, first heat is basically everyone under 350, maybe 351 for the men.
Well, the first 3 heats on the side. It's after that.
Here comes our final runner in the women's 5,000 meters.
Kaylee Hill kicking it in. Just under 21 minutes.